Hey guys, I just wanted to show the low sector run first because I will be deep diving into this build very thoroughly so people can understand the build, since this is a meta build that every hunter should be using that can solo any content in the game. So the video is very long on me explaining everything in the build when it comes to the build, okay? So I'm showing the low sector run first. It's gonna be very quick so you can see the gameplay loop, and then it's gonna transition into me explaining the build in case you're interested on how the gears work in this build that makes you basically unkillable and very strong in solo any content in the game, dungeon, GMs, all of them very easily. Okay, the dim link will be in the comment section as usual. I love you guys, appreciate you as always, and again, sorry if the video too long, but for people that's interested, you can see me go deep dive. I'm a yapper. You can see me go deep dive into the actual build after the lost sector run. If you just want to see how crazy the lost sector run is, check it out right here in the behind footage right here. And if it's looking good to you, just copy the dim link and go about your business. Anyway, love you guys, appreciate you as always. Until next time, stay up. What up, guys? Alchemist, and I got something nice for you. So I usually make builds that can be used for fun and can also be used in in-game content. I make both. But recently in the Destiny community, I don't know where this narrative came from. Maybe because of how crazy Titans are right now with the whole boat charge, camping behind a barricade, lay monarch combo crap, right? But there's this false narrative out there that hunters are useless. I done seen a lot of people in the comment section, in the videos, my videos and other videos, talking about, you know, hunters are kind of lackluster right now. Bungie need to buff them, and that Titans and Warlocks are just carrying right now, right? But I think people just fail to realize hunters already got a lot of broken builds in the game that literally can carry you through anything. I'm talking about builds that can solo Grandmaster, builds that can solo freaking dungeons, just builds that can solo anything. I think what people fail to realize is, yeah, hunters may not got like the ease to use build like Titans, right? Where they can just camp behind a barricade and just lay monarch everything, right? And just win, right? And then, you know, Warlocks, they just put the little pets out everywhere, and then they pets just handle the rest for them, right? But hunters, we have broken builds. I like to call actions per second. If you're a skilled player, I feel like it just takes more skill to use a hunter. I ain't trying to shoot no shots at nobody, but I feel like if you think hunters are weak, it's truly because you're just not good at the game. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to shoot shots at you. Hunters just take more skill to use. Now, is there a hunter build that's very easy to use, that's just like the Titans, Lay Monarch, and Barricade? Yes. All you gotta do is just get the freaking class item, freaking Caliban and Liars. Just roll and punch everything while going invisible, and you will literally solo any activity in the game from just rolling and punching everything. They won't be able to do anything. You keep going invisible, you're getting your health back, you're doing initiations. Yes, you can just roll and punch everything. But I want to do, for the next few days before Act 2 comes out, I want to post all the try-hard hunter builds, the meta builds for hunters, in case you're a hunter man and you don't know them. These are going to be the builds that you can literally put on and you can solo any activity in the game. Yes, you still need skill. Like I said, hunters are the skillful class when it comes to, if you're not skilled with them, they are but. You have to be skilled with them. Compared to other classes, you can forehead your buttons on the controller and you can still win with it, okay? Hunters, though, you have to be skilled with them or you will not be go for. Point blank, period. We don't have an easy build. We don't have an easy build in the game right now, okay? Besides rolling and punching. We don't have no other easy build. You got to be good at the game with them, right? So, I will be doing prismatic build, meta build for hunters, showcasing it. If you're a hunter man, you probably already know it. If you're not a hunter, if you're a hunter man and you don't know it, well, tap in because you're tweaking right now, right? I will do the meta build that can carry any content in the game for prismatic for hunters. Then I'll do the void build. Since the void season, I will showcase the void build that can carry any hunter through any activity in the game. And then I'll do a strand build that can carry a hunter through any activity in the game. I already showed the arc build that can carry any hunter any activity in the game. Check out my best arc hunter build. And I'll probably put in like the eye in the top right corner, or just scroll through my playlist. You will see it. It's literally named Best Arc Hunter Build or whatever for this season. That can carry you through any activity in the game. The only build I don't have right now that can like carry you through the game on any activity is a solar build and a stasis build. I take that back. Stasis, you can definitely put on massive FLT and you can definitely solo activities in this game. It probably won't be as efficient because there's nothing in the artifact helping it out, but it can definitely solo. Only one I don't have one is solar. I truly feel like solar hunter need more of an identity. I'm gonna be honest. Solar hunter needed more of an identity because it really doesn't have an identity. They gave us gunpowder gamble, but gunpowder gamble doesn't really do anything. Or the aspects don't really do anything. It just got something that make us reload and stuff faster. One that makes our golden gun and stuff do more damage. And then gunpowder gamble. So hunters definitely need another aspect in solar that can give us an identity. Because so far, hunters don't really have identity inside solar unless you put on an exotic that just make you throw knives all day. But I digress. Here's the build for prismatic that can literally solo anything in the game. You just gotta be skillful. And I ain't gonna say you gotta be that skillful. You just gotta know what the gears in the build is and how it works, and that will carry it. If you want to see the gameplay loop, make sure you watch the Lost Sector gameplay run at the end. I had people saying, why the video so long for you to tell us what the build is about. I literally tell you what the build is about at the very beginning. and the rest of the video is just showcasing a build that you can use for the concept I'm giving you guys in case you don't know how to build craft. And then at the end, the low sector is there for the gameplay loop for you guys. So here we go. Weapons we're using. Screw that. We're gonna start with the class item first. This is the main thing you need for your hunter for the prismatic build. You want Spirit of Signorachny. Well, basically that when you throw your grenade, you get Whip and Mail. You need that 45% damage reduction for 10 seconds. And then you got Spirit of Inmost Light to give you uptime on your abilities very quick when it comes to spamming your grenade, spamming your goddamn melee, and spamming your class ability. In this build, your weapons are up to you besides Velocity Baton. Velocity Baton is the main thing you need for this build simply because of Attrition Orb. The god roll you want is Attrition Orb and Demolitionist. I don't have Demolitionist, so I love using my under over build to take out barrier champions quicker. But you want Demolitionist because you will be spamming your grenades so much in this build that it will automatically reload Velocity Baton for you, so you don't have to worry about the reload animation. If you don't have a Demolitionist and Attrition Orb roll like me yet, just make sure you get an Attrition Orb roll, and then just put a mod in and increase the reload speed on it. So this is key to the build. You will see in the gameplay loop of me just spamming it. The key to this build, because the Attrition Orbs is the main important thing in this build. Picking up the Orbs of Power. The Orbs of Power is going to send you to success in this build, for you to get uptime of your abilities very quick with Inmost Light and survivability. So you need Velocity Baton to just rain orbs for you, so you can always have uptime on your orb pickups. Okay, your main weapon, it can be double special weapons, so you can use Tina for all champion difficulties. You can use whatever main strong weapon you want in your primary slot. You can use Final Warning. You want to go into the strand of the artifact. You can use a legendary weapon you want to, a shotgun. You use Conditional Finale. You use Bastion. Y'all know I love using Bastion after my Bastion video. Bastion is very strong this season with Particle Reconstruction, right? And because we're going to be using our melee a lot, we're going to be buffing up the damage of Bastion. So anything go in this primary slot, I recommend double primary on this build for the extra damage to handle anything in the game, because you're going to be just doing ad control like crazy. You just need something to handle the champions and take them out quick. And then we're using a machine gun just to handle champions and get some bolt charges from kills from machine gun. But you can definitely go grenade launcher in this build. You can go a sword in this build. You can go a glaive in this build. You can go a rocket launcher. You can go a linear. You can usually use whatever you want in the heavy slot. Like I said, the only thing you really need is Velocity Baton for the Attrition Orb. You can even go multi-mac that freaking Banshee sold, the Gunsmith sold to everybody for the god rolls that Bungie gave us for the whole weapon perk situation they had going on. You can also use Attrition Orb and Kinetic Tremor multi-mac he gave us with Baton to rain even more orbs, and then you can rely off your heavy being your nuke to champions. It's up to you. This build is very flexible when it comes to the weapons. Just make sure you have Velocity Baton to really show this build to shine, right? Artifact, we're rocking Defibrillating Blast for champions. Particle Reconstruction for me, because I'm using a fusion rifle. If you're using a machine gun or rocket launcher, you can use Heavy Ordnance Regeneration. Literally up to you. If you're rocking a strand weapon, you can turn on Unraveling Rounds in Horror Shuttle. I put on Horror Shuttle because I'm rocking Grapple Grenade, so I will be doing Unraveling when I punch people, so then I can make threatlings come out from beating up the people that's unraveled as well. But the main thing you want in your build is Defibrillating Blast for the champions, Flashover so the bolt charges do more damage, Dielectric so that when you kill arc debuff targets, you get, bolt charges and whatnot. And that's about it. That's the only thing you really need. Oh, and Disruptive Spike so that your threaded spike, when you do a sever, it'll do 52% damage reduction from the enemies doing damage to you instead of 40%. So make sure you have Disruptive Spike on. So Disruptive Spike, Defibrillating Blast, Flashover. Those are the main three you want. And then Dielectric when Defibrillating Blast do joke people. But those are the three you want. Everything else up to you. I rock Dreadful Finisher just so when I do Finisher move champion and stuff, I get special ammo if I'm rocking a double special build, which I am. Mods we're rocking 3 special ammo finders. Yes, they stack to make it easier for me to get my special ammo back. Again, this is a try hard build. I know usually I do fun builds that you can just have fun with and regular activities, and then you probably can take it into harder end content. But this is like the meta sweaty build. Okay, you take it in anything, you're gonna win. Okay, I love doing other builds, have fun with the game. I know this would carry me in anything, right? 3 special and fine, I'm rocking special weapon build. Heavy handed, because we will be spamming our melee. So we will be spamming our melee. We got it for our grenade cooldown and our class ability cooldown. Resist mods and chest piece. Make sure you have at least melee damage resistance, because you will be getting up and close and personal with the enemies a lot. So make sure you have melee damage resistance no matter what. The other resist mods should be based off of what you're going against in that activity. Lead piece, insulation. So when I pick up ores, I get my class ability back quicker. Recuperation, so I pick up ores, I get health back, and then I got a kinetic weapon surge in for my bastion. But you can also put on whatever other surge or based on what weapon you're using. Or if you just want more survivability, you put on better already, or scavenger mod. You can also put a scavenger mod for special weapons. So if you're rocking double special like me, you can put a scavenger in here so you get more ammo when you pick up the special ammo. You don't have to have on kinetic weapon surge for the build. I promise you, you don't. You will be doing damage. And then class ability, class item, I got Reaper on. This is the main thing you want. So when you shade step a lot and stuff, you will make an orb. And then I got font restoration on, so that I would get 30 recovery, because I have low recovery on this build. If you don't have low recovery, you do not need font restoration. The only thing you need in your build is not even Reaper. I'm tweaking right now. You do not need Reaper in this build. Not Reaper. I'm tweaking right now. I had changed this earlier, doing something else. What you want is special finisher, because you're gonna be special finishing, moving everybody, and proximity ward. That's what you want. You want those two, because we rocking Ascension in this build, so you won't be rocking Reaper. So you're probably wondering where the ores come from. Then your ores can be coming from you using your melee, and the ores can be coming from Velocity Baton. If you use Velocity Baton before with Attrition Orb, you already know it rain orbs like crazy. You will not need siphons and stuff in your build. You can take, if you want to, you can take one special finder, ammo finder off, and you can put a siphon mod in, void siphon mod, or whatever weapon you use in your primary. If you're not using bastion, whatever, you can put one siphon mod in. You don't need all 3 special ammo finders, but that's what I'm rocking, right? Alright, build now. We got Golden Gun on. Y'all know I do not care for Golden Gun as a super at all, unless I'm rocking Celestial Nighthawk, I'm hot swapping and stuff. But that's the point about this build. You can be sweaty. You can herb take a class item off, throw on Celestial Nighthawk, use Golden Gun, and then take it back off. So you can have a hot swap loadout on for Golden Gun in this build. But me personally, I don't care that much about Golden Gun, but this build is flexible. You do not have to have Golden Gun on. You can also run Silence Wall and Shadow Shot. Those are the 3 supers you can run in this build. You can even run freaking Silk Strike if you want to for the Wolf and Male, but I recommend Shadow Shot, Silence Wall, or Golden Gun. Again, if you want more act control, definitely Deadfall, and Silence Wall. I'm running Golden Gun for the restoration with Facet of Purpose. That's the only reason I'm rocking Golden Gun. But you can do Void Overshield, Shadow Shot, and still get the same job done like I'm doing. And you can rock Silence Wall with the Frost Armor. I just like restoration to keep getting my health constantly doing them seconds I pick it up, right? We're rocking Gambler's Dodge, so when we rock our Ascension to go jolt enemies and whatnot, we will get our melee back. Our melee is Threaded Spike, so we'll be throwing our Threaded Spike constantly to several targets so they do less damage to us, and if we kill anybody, it makes an orb. So yeah, but we mostly doing it just to spam sever on every enemy you fight, the bolts and stuff, so they do less damage to us. 52% less damage to us. Remember that, 52% less damage to us. We're rocking grapple grenade, because as you can see, it's the fastest grenade timer that you can get. We're rocking grapple grenade because you get your grenade back quicker than all the other ones, and grapple's good to, you know, maneuvering around quicker. Whenever you melee somebody with this, it does count for a melee kill. It counts for a melee kill and grenade kill, so you will be making an orb from the fragment inside our, the mod in our arm piece. But also, whenever you melee with grapple, it will do the unraveling, and if you kill them, Stylish Execution will kick in immediately, put you invisible in case you are in a pinch. It's good for also disengaging after you moved in too much. You can use grapple to get away, and the enemies won't hit you because you will be spamming Ascension, meaning you will have amplified on mostly 24/7, so you will have the 15% damage reduction from Ascension, from Amplified, and they're gonna be missing their shots with the buff they did to Amplified. So the enemies will be missing their shot. You will have the 15% damage reduction. You will have envious whenever you need to when you do kill people with grapple, melee, and unraveling and whatnot. And yeah, we won't go through fragments. We got on Faster to Hope. So as we got our buffs on us, elemental buffs on us, like Radiant, Restoration, Amplified, envious, all that goodness, you know, we get 60% uptime to our class ability. With Gambler's Dodge, I believe it's 15 seconds. When you got Amplified on, you get it back in 15 seconds. And then with Marksman Dodge, it's 11 seconds. Pretty sure if I remember the numbers right. We got Faster to Protection for the 25% damage reduction. And then we go Transcendent, it goes up to like 32%, something like that, right? We got Faster Courage Zones. We will be severing everything, so you might as well make our Solar Arc and Void ability to do more damage, which will be Golden Gun. Golden Gun and Ascension. We also got Fast Purple on. Like I said, we purposely chose Golden Gun so we get Restoration, picking up Orbs of Light. I'm sorry if I'm saying Orbs of Light, I'm a veteran. It was Orbs of Light before they said Orb of Power, okay? If anyone new watching this, it used to be called Orb of Light, okay? They changed to Orb of Power. But anyway, pick up the Orb, you get Restoration. Again, you do not have to have Golden Gun on. You can go Tether for better ad control and weakening, and get Overshields picking up Orbs, or Frost Armor with Silence Wall. You can definitely go with either, it doesn't matter. And then Faster to Die, we will be spamming 30 Spike, so we always have Radiant on us. And the goodness about this build is Faster to Die gives Radiant all day. We will be spamming 30 Spike non-stop because of uptime, because of Emerald's Light and stuff. So we will have anti-barrier no matter what. We will be freaking anti-barrier will work with Velocity Baton, so that's dealing with barriers easily. We got Bastion for Unstoppables, and then we got Ascension for Overloads, but also we got a Machine Gun for Overload as well in our build. But if you, again, because of how flexible the weapons are, just put on a weapon that can deal intrinsically, Zodi that can deal intrinsically against a champion for whatever activity you're in that does a lot of damage, and you'll be set. As long as it's in the kinetic slot, right? But this build is so good because Ascension deals with Overload champions, and then you're getting Radiant all day, so you can always Velocity Baton the champions that's barriers, and then Unstoppable, you can always go Transcendent to freeze the Unstoppable to use for you to stun them, which you will be getting Ascendant a lot. So yeah, you can always go Ascendant for Unstoppable, Transcendent for Unstoppables, and to do the Shatter Ignitions on them, and then you just have a weapon on for Unstoppables, which we do. We got Bastion on for Unstoppables, and our Machine Gun do Unstoppables well with the model. But that's the full build. The gameplay loop, which you will see inside the Lost Sector. I'm sorry the video long. Again, this is a sweaty build. I'm trying to make you understand it so that you know that this can solo any activity in the game. I truly mean it. Solo dungeon, solo grandmaster. I promise you, it'll do it all. What the gameplay loop is in this build, you want to use your grenade, which give you Wither Mail because Synchronacne inside your goddamn class item. Use your grenade that gives you 1 stack of Emerald's Light. Use your Severing with your Threaded Spike, sever enemies. So now you got Wither Mail with 45% damage reduction for 10 seconds, and you sever targets. They got less damage towards you for 52% with 10 seconds, I believe, 10 to 15 seconds with Severing. So now you're doing less damage to you already. You pop Ascension, gives you Amplify, so now they're doing less damage to 15%, and they're missing their shots more often as you move. Then you're gonna be spamming Velocity Baton non-stop. Attrition orbs kicking in while you killing all these enemy Velocity Batons, so it's always orbs on the ground. You pick up the orb. The orb gives you Restoration because of Faster to Purpose. So now you got Restoration for 5 seconds as you pick up these orbs because you got Golden Gun on. So now you got this damage reduction from them shooting you less with Sever. You got Wither Mail on. You got Amplified on. You're running around. They're missing their shots. You got Restoration on. So even if they do tickle you, you're going to get your health back because of that. And that's basically the whole loop. You're going to keep spamming your grenade and your melee back all day. And then you can always keep proccing Ascension. Ascension give you light Transcendence energy for you to go Transcendence, and then Threaded Spike give you a lot of dark energy for you to go Transcendence, and you're gonna be spamming Velocity Baton because it take damage and give you a lot of light Transcendence energy. Threaded Spike won't fill up your Transcendent, your dark side easily, very fast. Velocity Baton gonna fill up the light side. You're gonna be spamming Transcendence non-stop in this build, and then you can always add more resistance if you want to. by putting on heavy ordnance with your machine gun or rocket launcher in this build if you're not rocking a fusion rifle, and that's gonna give you an extra 25% damage reduction and even more uptime on your melee and grenade abilities by 80%. So this build is very flexible, very versatile, and even the fragment faster courage, you don't have to have faster courage on. This is another interchangeable fragment. You can definitely change this to faster than mending, since you will be getting grenade kills a lot, so that can give you cure to stay alive even more. Or you can put on faster than ruin, so that your ignitions have even bigger 20% even bigger ignition radius. You can put on faster solitude, so you're severing more enemies, making them do less damage while you shoot on them. You can put on faster than blessing, so when you're getting melee kills with the threaded spike, you're getting more you're getting health regen as well. You can also go with faster than balance, where you're gonna be getting a lot of light and dark enemy kills of both classes, giving you more melee energy and grenade energy from you doing both of those, which will give you even more quicker uptime on your abilities. And then last but not least, you can always be cheeky and go faster generosity, since you know you're gonna be getting transcendence a lot. This will be making orbs for your teammates while you're in transcendence, and the orbs pickup from this fragment is 7% towards your super, 7%, and you can make like, I think you can make 4 or 5 orbs from this, so you're getting like 28% of super energy from you killing all these enemies while you're in transcendence. So this faster courage is interchangeable. You can go any route with this one, right? I think you can even go faster of not sacrifice, faster of awakening if you want to get more elemental pickups with tangles and all type of stuff. And this perk kind of buggy. Sometimes it gives you a tangle faster than the cooldown tangle supposed to be on, in case you want to spam tangles. So for your grappling. So again, best prismatic build for hunters if you don't want to do the roly punchy things, carry you in any activity in the game. If you're not a hunter main using this as your prismatic build, you need to hurry up and get it. You're sleeping. Anyway, hope the video wasn't too long. I love you guys, appreciate you guys always, and until next time, stay up.